Hello friends, my name is Brad Beard, owner and winemaker for Mercury Wine, located in beautiful downtown Geyserville, California. Welcome to Pairings with Brad, and today I'm at Corner Project, a brand new brew pub just a couple of doors down from Mercury. And here are my brand new friends, and they're going to tell you all about their awesome brew pub and the great foods and beers they have.
Hi everybody, my name's Tom. Damien is our last name, is my brother Chris, brews our beer. The three of us and our two little boys moved to Geyserville in the beginning of February 2019. We walked into this place 3 years ago and finally took over the space in March of 2019 and got the permits to open the day before the shelter in place. And we went ahead and opened and started with some takeout, and now we finally have opened our patio for some outdoor dining.
That is awesome, and here's the deal. I've already had a sneak peek. I have been down here 3 or 4 times getting their to-go food. It's absolutely exquisite. They've got Danny and half the town already hooked on their on the meatloaf. But today they've been doing a rotating menu, which is really awesome. So we're not getting tired of the same old thing. And we've got. My gosh, we've got everything from what is the first one over there? A vegetarian.
This is a grilled veggie flatbread. So we use a sourdough starter and make our own flatbread.
Awesome.
Grill it on that smoker grill over there. And then I've got hummus on there. And then after the squash is grilled, it comes off and it's marinated in a bunch of herbs and garlic and spices, and then tossed with some greens that we harvest from just up the road.
It looks absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to get into that. And then the next one, is that the tuna melt?
This is the tuna melt.
All right, Anna wanted me to make sure I got some of that coming back there. We'll work on that for you, Anna.
The tuna melt is a Bodega Bay albacore that we grilled loins off the grill. And then the tuna, this one's the duck. Or is that the tuna? No, that's the tuna. That's the duck.
This one's ducks. We got ducks on the side.
This one here is the duck. Also smoked or confit the duck in a smoker box over there. And we don't have an oven inside, so everything is pretty much done on our smoker and grill. And then the trout mousse, it's a smoked trout mousse that was also done on the smoker. And then a pickle plate. They're all fermented, so it's a fermented cauliflower. And then the radishes came from the same farm that we get the greens. He's a generous guy that's just planted all this stuff. Bryce Jones, you guys may know him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, sure do.
So the radishes are fermented, and then it's a jalapeno sauerkraut.
I'm really looking forward to that, and I was also noticing you also sell those to go.
We do.
So you can get them here in the restaurant, but you can also take them home. And I know for a fact I'll be taking all of those home with me already today. I love all the fermented vegetables. And then I think we have a brownie just to finish it off over here.
Yeah, it's a flourless beer brownie.
Oh wow!
It does have gluten in it because of the beer. Yeah, that one I can tell you right now would go well with that oyster stout.
All right, so now here's the part where we're going to get to taste these. I want to taste them with the beers first, and of course I want to see if any of my wines pair up with these foods as well. I really am looking forward to the trout mousse. I'm not sure which wine is going to be going with it, but we will find something. And gosh darn it, where do you think we should start? Should we which beer do you want to start with, or we've got?
I think we should start with the house beer, the Anthem Pale Ale. It's
okay,
a
sounds good.
5.7% West Coast Pale Ale brewed with Citra and Amarillo hops.
Okay,
that's the one beer we have on now that we manufacture. And I'd say start that with the tuna melt.
Oh man. Okay, first of all, and probably most importantly, the beer is absolutely fantastic.
Thanks, Brad.
The balance in this beer is absolutely fantastic because those hops can be intense and bitter, but you've got some lighter notes in there. Is that some citrus or?
Mm-hmm. Citra is the hop, and it's the citrus.
Citra is the hop. Okay, so you didn't add citrus to it, but the hop has those citrus.
Yes.
Kind of like a Cabernet grape has Cabernet flavors. That hop has more of a citrus. Okay, yeah. I'm learning stuff about beer. I've consumed it a lot in my life, but wine is the one I know how to make.
And it's a pretty light bodied beer, so you let those hops shine. It's not too malty or too bitter.
Perfect. Yeah. All right. Let me dig into that. I think I'll grab a little knife here, see what we can do. All right. And you said this was a locally caught albacore?
Yeah, Bodega Albacore.
Wow. Can't wait.
It didn't come out of a can, is what I'm trying to get at.
Surprising that comes through. It does not taste like it came out of a can. And you cooked it on the smoker?
On the grill.
Or on the grill on the side, because I didn't, when you were talking about the smoker, I was thinking it was going to have this smokiness to it, but it has this just wonderful grilled flavors to it.
Yeah.
I've got to tell you, these guys, the bread that they have for their sandwiches, one of your friends is producing this.
Well, yeah.
And grilled to perfection. I mean, it's just perfectly grilled. I absolutely love it. All right, let's see how we go here. Absolute perfection. I don't know if my wines are going to be as good with that. Let me try the Albarino really quick. Fish, white wine, the Spanish. They love tuna, so I'm hoping this is going to be the perfect pairing. This wine has a little ocean air quality to it. I'm gonna get confused again. Oh man, that's absolutely fantastic. You want to try that with that?
Yeah.
I think it actually goes very nicely. The beer absolutely is number one, but this Albarino actually works quite nicely with it as well.
Albarino with the albacore?
Albarino with the albacore. Absolutely delicious. Oh, you want some wine in there? Good Lord, I gave him a glass with
Just
nothing
a
in
glass,
there.
yeah.
Holy cow.
This other piece.
I think it goes great. And then, with the tuna, what other things did you mix in?
I started with a dill caper mayo.
Okay. It's the dill and
That kind
capers.
of does
That
it.
little bit of
Right.
the fish is already kind of speaking for itself, right? So just adding a few delicate flavors. Come on down. Oh, more wine
More
glasses.
glasses.
Yay!
Looked like you could use
And are you
some more
thirsty?
glasses.
Would you like to get any wine? Are you
I'd like to
okay?
try that.
You want to try that?
The wine?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
We'll do a little splash for you.
Sure.
Do you do me a splash of that Albarino?
Absolutely. There you go.
Oh,
One to you. And
thank you.
Here you go, my friend.
Awesome, thank you.
The dill and the caper are working really nice with the wine as well, and I think the dill and caper are actually for the beer are really what's kind of bringing the whole thing together and really highlights everything. Nothing's out of balance with either of these.
And then there's some,
Delicious.
like if you would put in typical tuna salads, some celery, and
Okay.
Preserved lemon as well. Do a lot of, we're like fermentation specialists in here with
I
food
love that.
and
Holy
food
cow.
and liquors.
This
beers.
is delicious.
That is
It's
awesome.
really good.
Yeah, just a little bit of ocean air quality. Albarino is a medium weighted wine, so it's not as light as a Sauvignon Blanc, but not as heavy as a Chardonnay. And this one is driving more on the pear and apple side of things, and then just that little bit of
It's a little
brininess,
sweetness.
and a little
Yeah.
sweet and a little briny ocean air quality to it.
Yeah.
I think that's
Very good.
fantastic.
Works
Where do you
well.
think we should go next?
Probably the duck.
Want to go for duck? All right, duck sounds great. And which one of the should I stick with this beer, or should we move
I
to
mean,
a
we can
different
just
beer?
keep filling it for you.
Yeah.
That'll work just fine. But I am really
Promote the house
interested in that. I'm really interested in that raspberry.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
that one is?
Yeah, it's a
Strawberry.
it's a
Strawberry.
strawberry goza, but it's got strawberries and raspberries in it.
Okay. A strawberry goza.
Goza is a kettle soured beer with sea salt and coriander. It's usually like in the mid 4%
Sounds
range.
fantastic.
This is done by our
Awesome.
friends at Three Disciples down in Santa Rosa.
Okay.
We met these guys several years ago. Just beer industry folks, good people, good beer. They've been only around for about a year in downtown
Wow.
Santa Rosa. Yeah, it's
The
fun beer.
intensity of the flavor. There's some earthy notes in there too, though, and so it's not all bright fruit on the finish.
Yeah.
There's some more intense earthy notes, which I wasn't expecting, but it was nice because as that sour was going up, it really balanced out. Oh,
Yeah.
that is
And you
great.
were, Tom, you were saying the vegetarian with the. Is that what you were saying? The grilled veggie with the strawberry goza?
It would. I mean, there's a lot of rich fatty flavors in there.
You wanna
that
go
all-
there?
All right, yeah, we'll go
But
for it. That
I-
sounds great.
That can be.
2 hands.
I'm gonna go 2-hand. I was gonna cut it in half just so it didn't go everywhere. No, go for it all the
No,
way.
because
All right.
you'll destroy the integrity of it.
Yeah, you gotta.
That's
You
a
gotta
story.
top.
That's a story of my life. Every time I get involved in something, the integrity goes straight down. All right. Well,
You gotta,
first of all,
you gotta just straight top.
okay.
it.
This is. Do I have to do the Philly lean with this so I can get in
might-
there,
you
get a
might
little,
have to.
get a little
Geyserville
sandwich?
lean?
Here it is.
This.
There you go. Yeah.
You don't look into the camera as you chew, as you bite it off.
I'm supposed to, but as a non-professional, I mess it up every time. I was just hoping not to. Oh my
It
god!
would do well the goza with that one, and also the duck being cooked in duck fat. It's very rich, and I think the acidity from the goza, the kettle sour would cut that up a little bit.
Absolutely, everything's fantastic. Obviously, grilling some more, but what I'm really liking is the hummus that's running through there. Is that something that you made specially for this as well?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because it tastes like it. It doesn't taste like I just ran down to the store and got some hummus in there. All right, seriously, I've got to go in for another bite because it is absolutely fantastic. There is a lot of richness to this. This is vegetarian, but it's rich and has a lot of things that, you're right, the sour helps cut through all those flavors, just like my acid or my tannins help cut through the fats. That's working out great. It is excellent.
Beautiful.
We're trying to have
I hope it worked that way.
vegetarian sandwiches not be an afterthought, So
That's the biggest complaint from all of my vegetarian friends when I was doing my wine blending parties. Portobello burger,
Or just
nothing
salad.
wrong with it, or just salad.
The only. Oh, I can have
But if
salad.
they've gone to 3 events in the last 2 months, and every one of them was that.
Yeah.
So I was just working on, and I have no problem, I was just working on an asparagus burger that I chopped up some cremini mushrooms in it as well, the little panko, little eggs and some Parmesan, and then grilled it like a burger. And so that Parmesan kind of caramelized really nicely. It turned out great, and I released that one the other day. So
Nice.
helping out our vegetarian friends,
that
because they
sounds
say, I
amazing.
drink your wine, make me food. That's good. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's the deal. That is really good, and that acidity is balancing nicely with that. I've got another white wine. I'm actually thinking, well, I'll try the Albarino really quick, but I think that actually I need the Sauvignon Blanc, a higher acid wine, to go along with this.
yeah,
That would not be awful, but hang on, Grady.
I can
All right, so the Sauvignon Blanc, you notice there's a little more citrus. There's some melons running around in there, but this isn't one of those grassy, high acid New Zealand style. It's more of either a Bordeaux or a Sancerre style.
Yeah, very smooth.
I mean
Okay.
this would
That's
also
really
do
good.
well with that tuna melt, the duck,
I think it would have been.
Yeah.
I think it would have been totally
Yeah.
in there.
trout mousse.
Oh yeah. Which,
Oh my God, your hummus, the bread, the grilled vegetables, everything is perfect. And for me personally, the higher acid with this is the one. The other one's fine. This is it.
yeah.
But while you're here, you got to have that. All right, where do you think we should go? You want to go into the duck, or do you want to do the moose? Want to save the moose for last? Is
Let's
it a
just
little
keep
more?
going backwards. Since we didn't do the apps first, we may as well just stick with
What part of the
stick-
world goes entrees then apps? All right, so let's keep going
Stick with-
backwards. So let's go with duck then.
Yeah, we'll go, yeah. Stick
All
with
right,
the
let's do
entrees, and
some
then
duck.
we should have had dessert first, then, I guess.
That's okay. I break all the rules. Break all the rules. All right. So which beer do you think I should try the duck with?
Gosh, the beer. I'm curious actually about the oyster stout
Let's
with
do it.
that. Certainly the Anthem again, and the Pilsner here.
Yeah, that's a corn hub.
Yeah.
But I can't wait. Actually,
It's
I've never
oyster
tasted
stout,
the oyster
yeah.
stout. And when I asked them about oyster stout, I was like, "Why would you call it oyster stout?" Well, they put Hog Island oysters in there.
Well, this beer is made by Hen House Brewing in Santa Rosa.
Oh yeah. Another great,
Yeah, good folks
Great.
down there making killer
awesome
beer.
people. Trucks are coming into town. They're getting ready to feed a whole crew. It is Geyserville.
All right,
right.
You could just, as you said earlier, finger some of those.
Just
bits,
get some of those little guys. Let me give it a
and then
quick
get
taste.
some sandwiches so you can get a little bit of just the duck itself.
Oh man. Oh, wait a minute.
Banging, right?
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
What is going on in there? It is so flavorful. Cooked, first of all, cooked to perfection. Cooked absolutely perfectly. Tender. The flavors are all 100%. And then there's a little, there's a hint of sweetness coming in. What is that?
That's an orange marmalade that I made. Our dad brings up these very tart oranges that he loves, being a Middle Eastern man that he is, and it's they're super sour. But so we juiced them all, these guys,
Good job, guys.
and then just kind of cooked it down and added
Holy
a bunch
cow.
of sugar and zest to it. So that's just drizzled on
That's
in the
fantastic.
sandwich.
Anybody that's ever been worried or scared to try duck, this is the place. Don't worry about it. Come in and order the sandwich. That is fantastic. That is just stunning.
Thank you.
And I think let's try some. I'm gonna try some of the stout with it. Let's see where that's
I'm
at.
curious about that stout with the duck as
So the
well.
stout obviously is a novice on the beer side. Obviously going to give you some of those chocolatey notes.
That oyster gives it a little saltiness that kind of makes that chocolate pop a little bit more.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. Henhouse just killed it with that. And they also balance the bitter. A lot of times these heavy stouts can get real bitter. Maybe it's the salt that brought it out, or maybe it was the danged oysters that they smashed up in there. But that is fantastic, and not. It's got all the flavor, but not quite as heavy. Am I right
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there? It's sometimes you're like, oh, this I can drink on a warm afternoon like
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
fantastic.
Very low
It's a clean
ABV.
drinker, yeah.
What is it?
It's a summer stout, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Low ABV.
That's great.
Yeah.
Let's see what it does with the duck. All right, here we go. I'm looking. Yum. I could eat that all day long.
Bread,
All day long. Everything's just perfect. The bread's toasted perfectly. The duck, the caramelization or the drizzle, incredibly well balanced. Absolutely fantastic.
Nice.
And dang it goes great with this. Sorry, I sip it like wine. I can't help it. Every time I drink something, I'll drink the tap water and bubble it through and make sure. Oh, what's wrong with what's wrong with the well? I got a little stuff in there. Oh man.
What about your wines for this?
Gosh, dang it. I don't know if I can top that. I was thinking the rosé actually for this, because the duck has a little more rich flavor,
Yeah.
and then with that little bit of glazing, I think I'm going to try the rosé. I think your first opinion, the Sauvignon Blanc is probably the pairing, but the rosé might be it. We'll see. And this is a pretty heavy rosé. This is a Grenache rosé. This isn't one of those really light flamingo Southern Provence style rosés. This is a more Southern Spanish, Southern Italian style. So it's just closer to a red than a white. All right.
And I think you mentioned the Zin.
I think the Zin, normally when I'm doing rabbit and duck, I will typically go with my Zin if I'm feeling like a red, since it's a lighter, fruitier wine, and that kind of helps with the gaminess of that. Which I don't have to help it out with that, because that is just beautiful, delicious, happy little duck that made a delicious meal. So you got that really bright cranberry on the
Yeah.
nose.
Oh, wow.
That's a
Very, very,
That-
very different.
that goes
from
with
the
it.
I dig
Rosé.
that.
I'm used
Yes,
to.
I do make a lighter
It's delicious.
classic style, but this is the style that I prefer because I do a lot of grilling as well. And typically we're grilling in the summer, right? And it's hot outside. And I wanted a wine that I could chill and had good flavor, but then also stand up to my ribs or whatever I was barbecuing that night. And so that's why I specifically make that one.
yeah.
All right, I've got to get me some duck in there. All right, here we go, Mr. Duck. One more time.
Quack, quack.
I know. Get it? The orange, the flavor's perfect. Oh, It's all right. It's good. With it, not what I was looking for. It was fine.
Yeah.
But it didn't enhance anything.
Yeah, I see that.
It just was like, okay, it kind of washed it down. It's not annoying. If I only had one glass left, would I still drink it with this? Yes, instead of ordering another bottle or something like that. But that was sad. I'm actually thinking the Zin might be the one. I think I need to get into a red.
And that's what
because this was the heavy, fuller bodied beer. I might need to get into the Zin. All right.
What sound does a duck make? What does a duck say?
Ribbit?
Ribbit? Or moo for a duck? Starts with a Q.
Yeah.
There we go. The Zin's the one.
The Zin.
It needed something richer, more full bodied, and when you're right with that, I should have just said, okay, I probably should go to that. That was fantastic with it. Gosh darn it, that was awesome. Do you want to keep going backwards? Hit dessert first, and then go into the, and then go in.
Feeling dessert, or
should
you want to do a?
I was thinking I would like to get the fermented in first before I go to dessert.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Just because I think my palate might have a conniption fit if
Yeah.
I go with the heavy
Chocolate
chocolate
and
into
then-
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you grab one of those radishes?
All right, grab the radish. Let's do it. Let's check this out.
Let me grab some for
Oh man. That is all day, fantastic. But you managed to balance the acid somehow, where it's not too acidic, but it's there, right? And you can taste the fermentation process, and it's all in it. What's the secret to that?
2% brine.
Probably dang. All right, that's
You just
fantastic.
Weigh the vegetables and the water that you would enough to submerge, keep them all submerged. So the total weight of the veg and the water.
Together, and then you.
2% of that weight is salt, and then you let it sit and try it along the way. Here it's warmer, so my fermentations here have been a lot quicker.
Oh, okay.
Those were done in about 10 days, but they could take 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
If it was
And it's-
lower, like in the 60s or 70 degree temperature
whatever,
zone.
yeah, and it's
Okay.
also personal preference. If you just with fermenting vegetables, you just kind of
You could just
taste
stop it along
yeah,
the way and
yeah.
then say, okay, I like it here.
That's where
we're
I
gonna
like
stop.
it. Yeah.
Well, wherever you stopped it at was right. It was awesome.
The cauliflower was pretty much identical to that in
Okay.
timing,
All right.
but also the process, the salt to veg ratio.
Ginger? Big ginger fan. That ginger is as fresh as it just tastes like just giant fresh ginger. The cauliflower flavors intermixed with it. That is fantastic.
Sweet.
I like that.
I would definitely.
I don't think I've ever had the cauliflower with ginger before. Is that something that you developed on your own, or is that just something you decided this is what I want?
It's kind of in line with a kimchi
Okay.
paste that I use to.
All right. We're getting some of the secrets out of him, not all.
Yeah.
And then I've been drinking the rosé along with it. It's been absolutely perfect. So the rosé is doing good there. I just can't wait for the cabbage and jalapeno. Is it?
I think the Pilsner.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Anthem again, of course. I mean, goes.
Well, I haven't had the Pilsner yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's just go for that.
This is a Cooperage Pilsner called Corn Hub, and it's brewed with 30% flaked corn,
Oh, okay.
and probably the other 70% is Pilsner malt. But yeah, we didn't manufacture this beer. It's done by Cooperage down in Santa Rosa.
And so when you're talking about the flake corns, there's still some chunks to it. It's not. It's not a whole kernel.
Not a whole kernel.
Okay.
It's dried and
Dried and then kind of
Flaked out.
flaked out. Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
Ooh. Oh, that's freaking fantastic.
Yeah, it's good summer beer.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but summer beer that's got flavor and a lot of things going on in there. Wow. Citrus, earthy notes. It's coming. It's pretty great. They did a really good job on that. And I can see how that's good with the, and then the jalapeno is not too awful hot, so some people might get scared there's a little jalapeno in there.
Yeah.
Yep. Go right ahead. I think we have some folks coming to buy some more food. Yay.
I haven't tried the trout in a while.
Get in the crowd.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I get a lot of requests from the family about the fermentation's not being too hot.
Okay.
So when these guys helped me with that one, and we took a lot of the seeds out.
Got a lot of the seeds out.
Yeah.
It's just a little hint. I'm a southwestern Arizona boy, so everything's hot down there. But I like it. There's just a little bit of residual heat, but you get a really beautiful green jalapeno flavor. In it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
People see a video going on and they're like, I'm out of here.
I'm scared. What's going on? It's a good time. Everything's awesome.
I would go with the trout.
Trout next.
Trout next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you could put
You don't
the,
want to go brownies.
And then which wine, which beer actually for the trout?
well, Anthem.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Not to sound like a broken record, but
Well, if it's the best and it goes great with everything.
It goes good with everything.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and dig in.
Yeah.
I just want to have a little, get a little taste to see what I'm dealing with here. Come on.
Certainly
Almost there. There it is.
the Pilsner also, and definitely the Goza, and
What wood do you use to smoke the trout?
what wood?
Yeah, there's
that might be a secret.
Okay, well, you don't have to tell me. That's okay. That's
I
okay.
use what's available to me, to be honest. These were done with plum and oak, but I didn't. That's not part of like a recipe or anything. I'd like to use fruit woods, but also oak is a good go-to, and we have a ton of oak around here.